The following content contains discussions of real criminal cases that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. This video is intended for educational and informational purposes only. All criminal cases discussed are matters of public record. While we strive for accuracy, some details may have been simplified for clarity. Names of victims and their families have been included only where previously made public through official channels or media coverage. The purpose of this content is not to glorify criminal acts, but to educate and promote awareness. The thing about serial killers in hospitals, they hide behind statistics. After all, people die in hospitals every day. But at Vermilion County Hospital in Clinton, Indiana, those statistics weren't just numbers. They were screaming for attention. Between 1993 and 1995, something was terribly wrong at this small 56-bed facility. The death rate in the ICU had suddenly skyrocketed by 400%. But the most chilling part? These deaths had one thing in common: a licensed practical nurse named Orville Lynn Majors. The staff started noticing patterns. Healthy patients coding minutes after Majors entered their rooms. Elderly patients recovering well until they weren't. One nurse even caught him standing over a patient's bed, holding a syringe, saying ominously, "I'm going to take care of you." But here's where it gets darker. Majors didn't hide his contempt for elderly patients. Co-workers reported him saying things like, "That one's a good candidate for a code," or calling them a waste of time. In a profession dedicated to preserving life, Majors had apparently appointed himself judge, jury, and executioner. When investigators finally started digging, the numbers were staggering. During Majors' shifts, a patient was 43 times more likely to die than during other nurses' shifts. Let that sink in. 43 times. In just 2 years, 147 patients died during his shifts, compared to only 91 deaths in the same unit during the previous 5 years combined. But proving murder in a hospital setting is like trying to catch smoke. Bodies had been buried or cremated. Time had erased crucial evidence. Yet investigators persisted. When they finally exhumed some bodies, they found traces of potassium chloride and epinephrine drugs that could trigger fatal heart attacks and leave little trace. Here's the twist. Majors wasn't even supposed to be administering these medications. As an LPN, he wasn't qualified to give IV pushes of any kind. He'd been breaking protocol with every lethal injection. In 1999, justice finally caught up with Majors. He was convicted of killing 6 patients, though investigators believed the true death toll could be closer to 130. The jury only needed 2 hours to find him guilty, one of the fastest deliberations in Indiana history for a capital case. Majors was sentenced to 360 years in prison, 6 consecutive 60-year terms, one for each proven victim. But here's the final dark twist. He died in prison in 2017, taking countless secrets to his grave. We'll never know the true number of lives he ended. What makes this case particularly haunting isn't just the body count. It's how long it went unnoticed. In a place where death is expected, Majors exploited the system's blind spots. He turned a place of healing into his personal hunting ground. Next time you're in a hospital, remember, those statistics on the wall, they're not just numbers. Sometimes they're screaming for attention. We just have to listen.